Hey. Okay. What if I told y'all that you ain't got to spend the next week trying to find a last minute date for Valentine's Day? Because you know what? You already got the best date right there because it's you. You could take yourself on a date. You could buy yourself whatever gift you could afford to buy yourself. You could do whatever you want for yourself and you don't have to involve not one other person. And guess who knows you better than you? Nobody. So guess what? And this ain't just for singles. Not just for singles, because even if you're in a relationship, you ain't got to worry about whether that other person is out of town or if they just ain't acting right. Don't worry about nothing. You got you. Take yourself, get whatever you want. You can have a romantic evening with your wine, your whatever dinner you want. Anything. You can have fun. Listen to whatever music you want. What you want, a bag, a piece of jewelry, candy, chocolate, flowers. Send yourself some flowers. You can have whatever you want. You can give yourself whatever you want. And you ain't got to worry about complaining to nobody else about what they forgot or what they didn't know about you. Or none of that. Ain't going to be no argument because you ain't about to argue with yourself because you want to do yourself right. So, what I'm going to tell you right now is get out there, look in the mirror, be like, you are what I need, and get to it. Welcome back. Hey, I'm here. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad y'all came back. It felt, I don't know, it was all right being away for the last couple of weeks, but it's always much better to be right here on screen for y'all. Even though y'all said y'all was good with the way the show was, the show was the last few weeks, we might go back and forth a little bit because it's fun both ways. Anyway, let's get to it. So I'm going to start with some world news. The leader of ISIS was killed earlier this week during a raid, during a U.S.-led raid. Syria, I think it was. Anyway, so he's dead. His name is, let me try to pronounce his name for y'all. Bear with me, all right? Because y'all know how I get. Abu Ibrahim al-Hashima al-Koreyashi? I don't know. I tried. That's all I'm going to say is I tried. Anyway, whoever, they know how to pronounce his name over there. Once I start saying all that stuff, to be honest, all I needed to say was the leader of ISIS. We're going to see. I don't know how that's going to play out. Anyway, Biden made the announcement Thursday morning that he was dead. So that's that. All right, so that's world news. We're going to move on to some U.S. news. News about the news. I mean, the reason why this is news about the news is because it's about the president of CNN, Jeff Zucker, suddenly resigned. Suddenly, after revealing a secret relationship with another senior executive of CNN. And if you're not mistaken, isn't Mark Zucker the reason why Chris Cuomo was fired or resigned or whatever? I mean, I know it has something to do with Andrew Cuomo, but you don't know. All right, well, anyway, at least that's that. I think, like, if he was the president, wouldn't he have had to sign off on whatever they were accusing Cuomo of violating or whatever? At least that's what I think. Anyway, is this one of them examples of people using their privilege to get other people in trouble? Like, I don't know. People are saying that. They're saying that, because the Cuomos don't play. You mess with them, they're going to mess with you back. I hope that's not what it is, but it could be. Anyway, like I said, there was news about the news. We're going to move on to the next headline because we're still on our headline portion. So, 2 Bridgewater College campus police officers were killed. Their names were John Painter and J.J. Jefferson. They were killed while responding on campus, actually, while responding to a call. And the call was like about a suspicious person. Anyway, the suspicious person, the suspect, ended up shooting and killing both of these officers. Then the suspect fled from police through like a river and like really tried to get away. But He's now in custody. That suspect is being charged with aggravated murder, and his name is Alexander Wyatt Campbell. He's 27 years old. That's in Virginia. I'm sure we'll get more news about that, and when we do, we'll bring it to you. You'll probably be hearing about it. All right, so let's move on. Now, here's some other tragic news that we are no stranger to. Another black man killed by police. And this time during a no-knock warrant. Killed by SWAT, actually, this time. They came in. The guy's name is Amir Locke. He's 22 years old. He was in his home. They said he had a legally registered gun, but the cops came in, SWAT came in, whatever you want to call it, and they ended up shooting him, and he's dead. Of course, this is new, so there aren't a bunch of details out about it, well, at least we don't have them yet, but I'm sure this is going to go on and on. That happened on Wednesday. There's going to be a lot more coming out about it, and I don't know. And it just so happens to be Minneapolis police. Is there something going on that we don't know about in Minneapolis? And shouldn't we have seen the last of it?
They're protesting again today.
No, there's another protest? It's probably going to start all over again. We're probably going to have a whole new set of protests. But what we need is a whole new set of protests without no Kyle Rittenhouses involved in those protests. Because I don't know how we're going to fix these problems. Can they even be fixed? It's crazy. While we're on the subject of black people being killed or dying or whatever, four drug dealers were arrested in connection with the accidental overdose and death of Michael K. Williams. They are accused of operating a drug trafficking organization, which sold Michael K. Williams laced drugs. And they said that it was heroin, but it was laced with fentanyl.
And cocaine.
Cocaine. Oh my gosh. Cocaine. And something that's called like a fentanyl analog. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't know much about fentanyl, but I know it ain't no good. And I know no type of drug needs to be laced. And it's already tragic, the drug problem that we already dealing with. Adding to the drug problem by lacing drugs ain't helping nobody. Anyway, I mean, where we gonna go with this? Every part of everything that I just mentioned is tragic. It's terrible. Drug problems alone is terrible. People running drug trafficking organizations that lace drugs is terrible. The fact that the worst drugs are legal drugs like fentanyl is terrible. Is it still legal? I know it was legal, and I know it's in like pharmacy drugs. I don't even know if it's still legal because I know it's illegal to sell on the street, but don't they still have something like that in the pharmacy?
Well, nothing is legal to lace.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm talking about something that's just dangerous in general. I don't even know. But, so I don't want to tell y'all that it's legal if it's not. We'll actually have to do some research on that. All right. So, in other news. I know y'all heard about this. The thing with Whoopi Goldberg getting suspended for 2 weeks. What's her show on? I mean, I know it's The View. It's the ABC. Anyway, they said she's getting suspended for 2 weeks, even after she apologized for saying that she made statements saying that the Holocaust was not about racism. So, I only got a few things to say about that. For real? For real? Seriously? Because, okay, I guess. Right? The Holocaust was about racism because it was about Jews and all of that. But, everybody doesn't know that. And it's hard to distinguish that, especially when you don't know or you don't have any reason to believe that Jewish is a race. I wasn't there. And then not only that, the funny thing is they're actually talking about, taking critical race theory out of schools. These are the type of things that we ain't never going to understand if they do take it out of schools. This is how we learn this stuff in school. And if they don't teach it right, then you end up miseducated. Because I probably would have believed it. Oh no, that wasn't about race. That was about religion. And how would you know if you don't know? Okay. So she comes back, apologizes. Right? And then they say, they ended up saying that she still needs time to reflect or rethink. Wasn't it Nick Cannon who said we need counsel culture and not cancel culture? I don't remember who said it. I'm assuming it's Nick Cannon because I think it has something to do with the same thing. Nick Cannon saying stuff about not understanding the whole Jewish racism thing or Holocaust. Anyway, I had trouble understanding it. Yeah, teach people, educate people better, counsel people better, and then maybe people wouldn't mistakenly say stuff like that.
It was Nick Cannon. I said that.
Oh, it was Nick Cannon? Okay. Nick Cannon can say some profound stuff sometimes. Okay. The good, the bad, and the cuddly. That's what The Masked Singer is calling like the next season that didn't come out yet. But here's the reason why it's in the news. Because 2 of the judges on The Masked Singer walked off the set in protest after one of the masked contestants was revealed to be Rudy Giuliani. Ugh. You already know why people don't like Rudy Giuliani. And I think it was Ken Jeong and Robin Thicke who walked off the stage, off the set or whatever. I'm assuming they eventually came back because I'm pretty sure they had to finish the show and other contestants were there and anything. They're not going to reveal which costume Rudy Giuliani was in because they still want people to be, going through it and guessing and all of that. And then, of course, they don't want to mess it up for nobody else. I've watched actually every season of The Masked Singer and it's all right. It's okay. It's decent. I watch every episode, actually. I watch every season, every episode. But the funniest part of the judges trying to guess who it is because their guesses be all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to move right on and into one of my favorite topics, which is sports. This is not one of my favorite situations in sports, which is what's going on with Brian Flores, the former Miami Dolphins head coach, sued the NFL, including the Broncos, the Giants, and the Miami Dolphins for racist hiring processes. And again, why am I not surprised? All right, Brian Flores says he was fired last month from the Miami Dolphins. And I don't know what that was. I don't even remember what that was. But yeah, he actually had a bad record. But anyway, he ends up getting fired, but then he ends up talking about racist hiring processes in the NFL in general and how, especially this one specific thing where Bill Belichick sent him an accidental text congratulating him on landing the coaching position with the New York Giants that he did not land. And he comes back and says, oops, basically he meant to text Brian DeBall instead of Brian Flores. The thing is, the reason why it was weird is because Brian Flores hadn't even had his interview yet. So, does that mean they already knew before Brian Flores had his interview that Brian DeBall got the job?
Yeah, because they said that. Yeah. So.
Pretty much, right? Pretty much. So, why was Brian Flores even being interviewed in the first place? Okay, let's try and find out. This blame it on the Rooney Rule. And the Rooney Rule is, I guess, this practice, it's some type of rule about making sure that all ethnicities get a fair shot at certain positions. So they got an interview. It's almost like affirmative action in the NFL. Anyway, let's move on. That is definitely going to be a very interesting court case, and I can't wait to pay attention to every single detail of it. So, let's push that aside. Let's refresh. Start new. We're still on sports, though. Tom Brady finally announced that he's retiring. After all that back and forth about yes he did, no he didn't, he finally announced yes he's retiring. So Tom Brady's record is so good. This is about a good time for him to retire. He actually came and spoke out and gave his little speech and did not mention the Patriots. Ugh. I don't know why though. I guess all his I don't know. Like, why would you not mention the Patriots? Can I tell you something? Tom Brady got a whole bunch of Super Bowls, right? But he lost 2 because of the Giants. I just want to say that. Anyway, moving on. All right, so the Washington football team finally decided on their new name. And it is going to be the Washington Commanders. We went over this when we were talking about they were possibly going to be the Washington Admirals, right? Mm-hmm. Did you say it had the same meaning?
Pretty much. They're pretty much like leading positions in the military.
Doesn't it also mean a leading position like on a captain of a ship too? Like Star Trek or something like that? Wouldn't a commander?
Yeah, pretty much. But most commonly in the military.
Yeah, so we can't call them the Deadskins no more, or can we? Or if they're the Commanders, what type of little shade could we throw at the word Commanders?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? I don't even know what to say. Gotta find enough. See, y'all gotta come up with something. Come on, they in our division. We gotta find some type of way to throw shade. I'm just messing with y'all. They were saying that name was the worst kept secret because you could actually, before they made the announcement, you could apparently actually see the banner through the like windows of the stadium. And like they can see a big Washington Commanders banner inside the stadium, like way before they made the announcement. So that's interesting that maybe they weren't trying to keep it a secret, but they got a new uniform, and I saw they got some new uniforms, and I saw one of them, and it was kind of cool. That little black, it was like mostly black. I thought that was actually nice. All right. One more thing in sports, and it's not about football, it's about the Olympics. So you already know the Winter Olympics in, what is the name of this place? Beijing is already underway. And so in order to keep, COVID protocols and to keep social distancing a thing and to keep people from being in contact with each other, they have robots serving food. So like these robot arms drop down from the ceiling and serve the people their meals. And the way that they order the meal is with a, like a QR code. And I think it's kind of cool. I've seen like a little video of it, like giving a demonstration, but I haven't actually seen it in action with people. And of course, that's an effort to prevent person-to-person contact.
They're going to literally drop the food.
No, they're going to be dropping the food, right? Yeah, because they said the robots are going to be dropping meals from the ceiling, like coming down. And then what do you do? Like, what do you do if a robot, like, drops your food? Like, who are you going to complain to? You going to yell at the machine? That's interesting. Or you got to complain through the QR code? You know how hard it is to complain through, like, Instacart or DoorDash? Oh, my God. It's going to be that hard? I don't want to know. I mean, I lied to y'all. I forgot. It was something else in sports. One more thing. Okay. All right. This is the last thing for real. And it is about the Super Bowl. Of course, we know Super Bowl's next week. Next Sunday, February 13th. February 13th. Next Sunday is the Bengals against the LA Rams. I got a little basket back there with the LA Rams on it. That's a men's basket or a sports fan's basket. I'm not a sports fan, but hey, somebody is. I mean, I'm not a Rams fan, but somebody is. Actually, I'm lying. I'm a temporary Rams fan. Because it's still got, for the Super Bowl. Yes, they still got OBJ on there. I want OBJ to win at least once. At least one time in life. Just once. He works so hard. He has so many mental breakdowns. Come on, give him one. All right, anyway. This story is about the Bengals, though. So the Bengals, actually the whole greater Cincinnati school district, they shut schools down on a Monday after Super Bowl. They sent letters out to the public schools saying school's going to be closed on February 14th. And they anticipate celebrating a Super Bowl victory. Well, what if they don't win? Oh my God. I don't even want to know. I mean, I guess you still get a free day off.
I bet it's still going to be a lit Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it's going to be a lit day either way. They probably just happy they even made it. They'll probably end up just celebrating the fact that they made it. They probably don't need to celebrate a win. Like, we're celebrating them showing up. They're just going to celebrate being there. All right. So, what else we got going on? Coachella. Coachella is already started actually, auctioning off 10 lifetime passes, right, to Coachella as NFTs. So you go to the auction. They started Friday. It's going to last for a week. You got to sign up through something called ftx.us, and you got to verify your identity, and you need to have at least $60 in your account for the deposit. I don't know why you need a deposit to win something free, but you know what? Okay, that might have something to do with how NFT works. I'm gonna tell y'all something about NFTs. But not today, though, because I don't know nothing today. But one day, I'm going to tell y'all something about NFTs. It just ain't going to be right now, because I don't know nothing. All right? But I know something about Coachella, though. Another thing, Coachella. Was this today? It's like thousands of Travis Scott fans are signing a petition, and they already signed this petition. Like, and I think it's still going around.
Yeah, it got up to like 70,000 signatures.
Ooh, 70,000. All right, so they're trying to allow Travis Scott to perform at Coachella event. That's fans. That's fans will get together for you. Anybody who got the kind of fans. And they will ride for you when they want something. They want to see him perform. I don't know if it's going to happen, though, because that seems like it's going to be something that's hard to do. All right, so let's move on to what to watch. You know what? Let's start with the versus battle. So the next versus battle is going to be February 15th at 8:30 p.m. And it is Anthony Hamilton. I tried to mess up his name, but I fixed it. Anthony Hamilton versus Music Soul Child. Y'all know how to watch versus. On IG, on the versus live. You got to follow versus to see their live.
I think Music Soul Child got this.
To be honest, me too. I think so too. Music Soul Child got soul. You got a favorite music song?
Love.
Or you just Love? Yes, that's a nice Valentine's Day song, isn't it? I don't know. I think it's cool. Anyway, next, don't forget tomorrow, or really tonight, because you know how it starts at midnight. Force, Power Book 4. Yes, it starts. Okay, the official release date is Sunday, which is tomorrow. What's that? The 6th, February 6th. It's also going to be the season finale of Power Book 2, Ghost. And most of y'all already know. All Power fans know that you can get it at the stroke of midnight on demand or wherever you watch it. It's going to be ready.
Yeah. They saying this season finale is going to be epic, but
it better be epic. Oh my God. If y'all ain't been watching Ghost, especially if you watched all the other Powers, get started. This season is cray. And the last few episodes is cray. So this season finale better be epic. Because they gotta top all the last few things that happen. And I'm pretty sure even if you don't watch, you don't seen the memes. There's a bunch of Zeke memes out there. And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't giving y'all no spoilers in case you didn't see it. Watch it. If you don't like Power, then I guess you don't care. But who are you? I don't know. Why would you not watch Power? Anyway, I'm just messing. And then also, there's this other like TV game show coming out on HBO Max, and it's like a dating game show hosted by Steph and Aisha Curry. And I seen a little trailer for it. It's cute. It looks like they're getting in some intimate questions and they're sipping wine or something and having fun. I seen Terry Crews up there. I seen Draymond Green. I seen Niecy Nash and her wife. Everybody seemed to be having a great time. It looks like something fun to do, period. Like even in real life. Like it looks like a fun game. I'll check it out when I get a chance. All right, so that's all we got in what to watch, at least for now. And we'll find out some more stuff to watch next week. There's always new stuff coming out. Boom, but I know y'all know this already, and I know y'all seen Rihanna's little baby bump. So congratulations to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Rihanna looks so cute no matter what is going on. Pregnant, a whole little pregnant belly, and just look cute. She need to, that Savage X Fenty need to come out with a maternity line and use her as the model, because people gonna want to be pregnant. Then ain't nobody gonna be worried about their little bump then if they see how cute she look. Anyway, also speaking of babies, Nick Cannon revealed that he has baby number 8 on the way. Now, Nick Cannon actually got a lot of backlash for the way that he announced his, the baby on his show. And he ended up having to come on his own show and make a statement. And I'm going to do my best to play it for you. YouTube ain't going to like it, but it's all right, because I really want y'all to see it.
I'd like to take a moment to just be honest and even take a moment to listen and reflect to what I was saying and what's popping and apologize properly. I would like to address some of the comments that I made on Monday's show. I wish to always protect and respect the privacy of the mothers of all my children. You know what I mean? I just really want to be sincere, and whether that's someone who's new or someone who's had my child, I have such a great relationship and great admiration for everyone in my life. And I believe I failed to do so on Monday because it was a lot going on. I didn't know how to explain it. I didn't know what to say, so I was probably talking too fast and probably misspoke. And I know I can do better when dealing with delicate and sensitive discussions. So I promise the mothers of my children, I promise my family that I would do better and continue to be more understanding, caring, compassionate, like they often show me each and every day through these processes. So if I did misspeak, or I'm not going to say if I did, I misspoke and probably went too much into detail on Monday expressing my feelings. And it felt like I was probably making some comparatives or probably discussing when talking about the passing of my son Zen, and then also talking about the new child that I'm expecting. And I didn't have to do that. I didn't need to do that because those are two completely separate moments in my life and in life. And they both deserve the respect that they are. Grieving is a process, and I'm still grieving each and every single day. And myself and Alyssa and our family, we still deal with that. And I know it seems awkward because, people trying to do the timing and all, none of that matters. We lost a child, and it was a sincere and still is a sincere and real situation. And I love her, I love my son Zen, and I always will. And I'm gonna love my new child, and I'm gonna love every child from that point on. And I'm a responsible human being, and I take full responsibility for everything. So I must say I sincerely apologize to everyone involved for any extra pain or confusion that I made.